Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Gregg Sussman, joined today by Megan Nunez of FanDuel, who's here to give us her top picks for Super Bowl 55 this weekend down in Tampa with the Chiefs and the Buccaneers going at it. Megan, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. Just trying to find the right side of this game and give y'all some good props to make some money on.
We'll get into the props in just a moment, but let's talk about that side. You like the Kansas City side of things as they are 3-point favorites against Tom Brady and the Bucs. Of course, the Chiefs going for their second consecutive Super Bowl victory. Not only do you think they'll get it, but you think they'll cover the 3.
Yeah, it's really hard to go against the GOAT, especially when we've talked about the narrative all year of him going and possibly winning another Super Bowl without Bill Belichick in a new place, under a new coach, with this new team. However, if there's going to be one person to beat the GOAT, it's the up-and-coming GOAT in Patrick Mahomes. Yes, that O-line is a bit depleted, but Kansas City has the best roster in the NFL, and I think some people are forgetting that. I think that Kansas City's offensive firepower is just going to be a little too much for the Bucs this go round. I think Kansas City's defense is going to slow down Tom Brady and make him force plays and, ultimately might make him make some mistakes. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Chiefs minus the 3, take Patrick Mahomes and my boy Andy Reid going back-to-back and winning Super Bowl 55.
As Megan alluded to, no Eric Fisher on this line for Kansas City, but no problem for Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and this explosive Chiefs offense. And the defense that's in the top 10 as well. They get the job done. They cover the 3, and they beat Brady in Super Bowl 55. Let's move on to the props here, Megan. And your favorite prop, it's a funny one that people may not be looking at, and it's total punts. The number is at 6.5, and you like the under. You think the offense is really getting going here in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I took this earlier in the week when it was plus money. Obviously, it's moved a little bit off that line. Tampa's averaging 3.4 punts per game. Kansas City's averaging 2.9. But this is a leave it all on the field type of game. I mean, it is the Super Bowl, and I don't think punts say leaving it all out on the field. I think both teams just know how incredibly important it's going to be to keep the ball out of the opposing quarterback's hands. And I really see this being under 6.5 punts. Both coaches, they're hardcore. I see a lot of exciting fourth down plays. So yes, I do like the under.
Both Bruce Arians and Andy Reid, not fans of punting the football. Let's hope they take some chances here on Sunday and keep that punt number under 6.5. One final prop to get to, and it's an interesting one as well. It's Clyde Edwards-Hilaire scoring a touchdown at some point in the game. The number right now at the FanDuel Sportsbook is plus 165. There's a lot of different running back storylines here in this contest. And Clyde Edwards-Hilaire, a bit of a forgotten man in Kansas City, but you like him this weekend. How come?
Yeah, I'm looking at this from a value standpoint. Obviously, when you're thinking anytime touchdown scorer for this game, I'm sure Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill comes to mind. But those props are a little too juiced to take on their own. So if I were you, like I did, I would go put it in a same-game parlay over at the FanDuel Sportsbook. Yeah, but I like the value on Clyde Edwards-Hilaire, my boy from the boot. He literally is a big game player. He came from the best team ever in college football. He did have an injury back in week 15, and he was limited in that game against the Bills. I think they held him to 7 yards, but I don't think he was truly fully healthy in that game. And that's been a couple of weeks. So I think he's had enough time to really get healthy and be ready for this Super Bowl. And I think he's going to be key on the goal line for Kansas City in this game.
Going over that same game parlay with FanDuel Sportsbook, always a good decision. And the better decision is getting Clyde Edwards-Hilaire in that same game parlay. Obviously, as Megan mentioned, that big game experience from last year's national championship game with LSU. Edwards-Hilaire ready to score a touchdown here in the big game. That's it for us here on the FanDuel Hurry Up. Megan, we appreciate the time. Enjoy Super Bowl 55.
Thank you. Y'all enjoyed too, and let's make some money.
Let's do it. And whether you're making money at the FanDuel Sportsbook or playing DFS on FanDuel, we have you covered. Tomorrow, Jim Sonos will join me as we break down the Super Bowl from a DFS perspective. For Megan Nunez, I'm Gregg Sussman. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the big game, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of the FanDuel Hurry Up.